The Lake Catholic girls have an afternoon to forget on the grass pitch at Ursuline College in Pepper Pike as they get goals from Gianna Carcelli and Kika Babbage, but fall 3-2 to Hathaway Brown on Monday in a non-conference match as these sides renew their longtime rivalry. Look, no way around it, the weather sucked. It was miserable, it was rainy. Obviously, when it's rainy on a grass pitch, attacking rhythm, good luck with that. It's not going to come. And we're certainly not judging Lake Catholic as a totality, as a side, on an entire season over this 80 minutes. We know that it's there. I was able to see them earlier in the year against Madison and was very pleased with that performance. They're deservedly a top 3 or 4 side in our area and have been all year. But as far as this particular match, stressing this particular match, for an 80, it wasn't great. It just wasn't. There were times where the work rate was there. There were times that the flow was there, especially that first 10 to 15 minutes of the second half. But it could have been a lot better. I don't think they were picking up overlaps very well. I don't think they were using wide play as much as they possibly could have. And the biggest thing for me coming out of this match, and again, in the rain, the weather sucks, all of that. I get it. But the biggest thing for me coming out of this match as far as a complaint was the organization in the defensive third could have been a lot better. The shape and the organization was not fantastic for stretches of this match. For HB, Mary Santelli is a very good striker up top, and I think she did a very nice job with piercing runs into the heart of the offensive third, putting that Lake backline on their heels. But the thing is Lake has that entire group back from a year ago that grew up before our eyes as they made that state final run and were able to help them record big match result after big match result. They have to be better in those instances, picking up runs, anticipating runs, and being better in that regard. And don't get me wrong, HB is a very good attacking side, but you got to have a better shape there, and you got to have better organization there, and it just didn't come. It wasn't as great as it needed to be on this particular occasion. That doesn't mean that we're not going to see it the next time that they step out on the pitch. It just means in this match, it wasn't there to the extent that it needed to be. There were moments. The work rate was there. The flow was a lot better after halftime. That first 10 to 15 minutes was promising. They get a big goal there from Carcelli to make it a 2-1 match early in the second half. She gave him some nice minutes as a reserve up top. Kika was working hard as a ball winner and as a facilitator. I thought she had a nice match. Andrea Babbage had a nice match as well. Kennedy Riepel had a promising opening 40 as a right mid and floating back into the defensive third as well from time to time. There were glimpses, but it just wasn't there for a full 80. This just wasn't a great 80 from Lake. But, they're up 2-1 there in the second half, trying to see out a quality road result against HB, but the Blazers, to their credit, fought back nicely. They were able to fight back after that goal to make it 1-0. Nice strike from Kika to make it 1-0 there. Finish from a tight angle there to make it 1-0. HB takes advantage of a set piece. Caitlin Estevez, who I know is a Lake County resident, it's always good to talk to Jeremy every now and then on Twitter and in person. Caitlin had a nicely weighted ball into the box there for Kennedy Costos. Costos with a well-struck header to make it 1-1. And then when Lake takes a 2-1 lead, Santelli was great there to deliver a nice finish in the middle of the box to make it a 2-2 match. And then the goal late, I'm just going to say it. You know me after all these years, I keep it real. I hate to see matches decided like that, just simply because it doesn't matter if the beneficiary is Lake or Hathaway Brown or whoever it is in that circumstance. When the linesman has his flag up and is that adamant that it's offside, how a center ref can wave off his linesman in that instance is entirely beyond me, because really, ultimately, it shows no confidence in your linesman. If your linesman is that confident in the call, I understand the center ref has the authority there to go over and say, no, that's not the case. But when he's that adamant, what are you saying? What kind of message are you sending to your linesman when he believes there was an offside call there? And then the way it was explained, as I understand it after the match, they told Chris that the girl wasn't playing the ball and that's why the offside wasn't called. But I just don't buy it. And I hate to see a good match between two very good sides decided like that. That's a shame. Lake and HB deserved better than that, and it's a shame it had to end like that. But there were glimpses from both sides, but let's not judge both of these teams in their entirety after this rainy, miserable, but hard-fought at times 3-2 win for Hathaway Brown over Lake Catholic on Monday.